Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Josh and Artemis Show.
Evening, guys. Welcome back. And today, all about Josh Hammer. So yesterday, after we finished the show, actually, a big story dropped. It's a shame. This always happens when we're not live. Big stories always drop when we're not live. Yeah. But anyway, Josh Hammer released an article in the Daily Mail calling for Nick Fuentes and Tucker Carlson to be neutralized.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty damning, and obviously very, very concerning, to be honest. So we're going to get into that tonight and all of the fallout from that story. So thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, don't forget, he also called you stupid if you thought that neutralize means killed, but he very intelligently cropped out the third definition of what neutralize actually means, thinking that we're all dumb and can't Google it or look it up in a dictionary.
Very true.
But we'll get into it. So make sure everybody likes the show, of course, shares it out, follow us on X and on YouTube. We do really appreciate the support. It helps keep us going, but
absolutely. Thank you. Okay, so let's get into this. So this article from Josh was actually behind a paywall as well, conveniently.
Of course.
So
he's bringing down the Josh name.
Yeah, he's bringing
it down.
It's actually a disgrace how I share a name of this guy.
I know.
But so he dropped this article behind a paywall as well, which really annoys me. I don't like it when people hide stuff behind paywalls. Let's make our screen bigger and we'll check this out. So Josh Hammer just called for Tucker Carlson's execution because he dared to interview Nick Fuentes. On Monday evening, the most dangerous... So this is a quote from the article. On Monday evening, the most dangerous man in America, Tucker Carlson, sat to interview a confused millennial. The fox, Tucker, is now comfortably ensconced in the hen house, and unless the fox is neutralized, the victim could be the entire extant GOP coalition itself. So he's basically saying that if Tucker Carlson isn't neutralized, aka killed, then it's going to bring down the whole movement, the MAGA movement, I guess he's trying to say, the conservative movement. I mean, we're not going to read you the article because obviously it's behind a paywall, but we'll link this in so you can read the whole kind of article, which someone kindly took a screenshot of and posted. So we'll link this in. But what's your thoughts about the quote here? Because to me, it's very interesting because for the last month, we've been hearing about political violence, stop inciting political violence, and Josh Hammer, that's exactly what he's done here. Yeah. So what's your thoughts about it?
Well, I just think this is what we have been talking about. Sorry. Where it's not only the left trying to cancel people, it's also people on the right. So that's why it doesn't matter if you're left or right. They are trying to cancel people, dox people, call for them to be neutralized. And again, just using this language like, they're dangerous to the MAGA movement. I think he even called Tucker the Tucker right, as if that's like a whole new category now. Like it's just anything to defame and damage somebody's reputation. And I think it's just tiring. Like you can see right through it, in my opinion.
Yeah, completely agree. And we've talked about this so many times on the show now, but the amount of cancellations which are happening from the right is actually nuts. And what's Tucker's crime here? Because he spoke to someone?
Yeah, because he gave Nick Fuentes a platform. You might not agree with everything he says, but even on that episode, Tucker said, I wanted to have you on the show so that you can actually speak with your own words. Not that they agreed on everything, but it's the point of sharing different thoughts and opinions and not having to attack each other for it. That's the point. And, you know, this could be said in any kind of topic, but you shouldn't just be you shouldn't just be surrounding yourself or consuming content that only affirms your own opinion. You should listen to the opposing opinions, and you'll either learn something, maybe agree with some things, or maybe it'll just affirm that like what your beliefs are your beliefs. But at the end of the day, you should be able to have these debates, these conversations with different kinds of people.
I think it all comes down to respect a little bit too. I mean, and that's why it's good how people do have these controversial figures on their shows. Like you've said about Tucker Carlson, Nick Fuentes. He wanted to get Nick Fuentes on the show so Nick Fuentes could explain his positions and viewpoints in his own words and not clip things up like we used to. Yeah. And we watched it, and it was a great show, to be honest. Like, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I've seen Nick Fuentes. I mean, we've seen his show a few times. We've obviously seen a load of clips on Nick Fuentes. He also did a good debate with Dave Smith. And I saw a little clip of Dave Smith today kind of talking about Nick Fuentes. And he said that, yeah, they don't agree on every point. Of course not. But Dave Smith said he likes him. He respects him. He thinks he's a decent guy. And that's okay. I mean, not everybody's going to share the views you have. And again, that's completely okay. But we're living in a world now where if you don't share someone's specific views, like Josh Hammer has said here, then he wants to neutralize you.
Yeah. But
and again, that's no different to the woke people, right? This is straight out of the woke playbook.
Yeah. And you know, it's just very strange that he goes to say that Tucker Carlson and Nick Fuentes should be neutralized, and then the day before Charlie's public execution, he endorsed public executions. Like, I don't know what this guy is doing or what his sources are, but it's very strange behavior. And I don't know. I just don't like him.
He just seems like a deeply disturbed man to me.
I don't like him. I don't trust him. He doesn't give me trust vibes.
And let's not forget, I think he's the editor of Newsweek, the news publication. And this is the kind of stuff he's saying. I mean, where's Newsweek? Where's their response to this? Because how is this guy still the editor of that organization? How?
I don't know.
Right?
I don't know. I guess they like what he has to say. But
yeah, let's go on to Josh Hammer's response here.
Oops.
Make it bigger so I can see it. That's what she said. One has to be truly stupid or willfully disingenuous, or both, as the case may be, to think that neutralized here means anything other than its common usages. Quit lying. And he's posted a screenshot here of the definitions of neutralize. So
yeah, but conveniently left the third point.
Yes, which we'll get to, which we'll get to. But this is what he posted. So neutralize, to make neutral cause to undergo neutralization, to make something ineffective, counteract, nullify carelessness that neutralized our efforts. But like you just said, he cropped the picture and left out, if you scroll down, the actual definition. So point 3 in the definition, a euphemistic way of saying kill or destroy, especially in a covert or military operation. Counterintelligence programs designed to neutralize individuals.
Yeah.
Why did he crop that out? You know? It's pretty obvious why he cropped that out.
Yeah. This comment, that's what I was just saying.
Okay, yeah. Why are you acting shocked? You were the one who weirdly posted these before Kirk's death. How did you think people were going to react to your neutralized statement about Carlson? Yeah, so this is what you were saying when he quote tweeted Donald Trump on the day the day before Charlie Kirk's assassination, saying based in reference to Donald Trump's tweets about public executions. And then the day after, September 10th, day of Charlie Kirk's murder or public execution, Josh Hammer tweets public execution at 3:57 p.m.
Weird. I didn't know about this one, actually.
Yeah, 3:57 p.m.
Yeah.
The same day.
Charlie was shot at like 12:23.
Yeah. So this was after Charlie Kirk was killed.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I can remember talking about this on the show. And I gave Josh Hammer a little bit of a free pass because I was like, I need to see more evidence or something else to maybe tie this together, because a lot of people were saying that that's what he meant at the time, but he was calling for Charlie Kirk's kind of execution or hinting at it. What he said yesterday makes me believe that a little bit more.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, it's still, I don't know.
It's still
maybe he's a psychic, you know. I don't know. Maybe he is.
Maybe.
Or maybe he just knows people in all the right places. I don't know.
Or maybe
but
he knows exactly what he's doing.
Very, very weird.
Yeah. Or maybe he just knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
You know?
I know. So yeah, apparently we're stupid for thinking anything other than the actual definition of what neutralize means.
Yeah, but again, it plays into all this stuff we've been talking about. You know, don't believe your eyes and ears.
Mm-hmm.
Don't question anything. You're mentally ill. You're stupid, as Josh says.
Yeah.
You know, all of the same
or
stuff.
Willfully disingenuous.
Yeah.
Or both.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It is insane. But anyway, let's play you Nick Fuentes' response. So he was on his show yesterday, I think it was, but someone's clipped this up. It's around 5 minutes, but it's Nick Fuentes on one of his famous rants. I haven't actually seen all of it. I've seen around a minute, the first minute, because I like to react to this stuff live on the show. So we'll play you this, and we'll have a chat about it.
Yeah.
So I saw this article. He says Tucker and Nick Fuentes should be neutralized. Bring it on. Who's going to do it? You? Bring it on. You want to neutralize me? You know where to find me, Josh. Why don't you do it yourself? They say neutralize us. Well, you know, they could neutralize us. I'm sure they could. I'm sure they got bombs inside the pagers. I'm sure they'd have a big laugh about that. Take out one Nick Fuentes, watch 1,000 more take my place, and they'll be 100 times more radical. Go ahead. It won't go the way you think. He says he wants to neutralize Tucker and Nick Fuentes. And of course, if I talked so recklessly about any of them, could you imagine the blowback? Could you imagine, God forbid, if I went on my show and said, Mark Levin needs to be neutralized? Could you imagine? I would be hunted by the FBI. And rightfully so. Think about the climate we're in. Think about the climate of political violence. Think about the climate, how intense and polarized and angry, how much tension there is in society. Rightfully so. If Zohran Mamdani, if AOC, if me, if Hassan Piker, if Tucker said, Mark Levin, Josh Hammer got to be neutralized, could you imagine? The FBI would be knocking on our door in 30 seconds. But they get away with that like they get away with everything because there's no rules for them. The way they lie, like he did throughout this article, the way they defame, they're calling us Nazis, he's like Adolf, he's a Jew hater, the way they call for censorship, the way they call for violence, the way they gloat about death and destruction, nobody else would get away with this. How is it possible? Yeah. Levin still has an audience with Donald Trump. And Josh Hammer is still on a syndicated radio show. It's time for these people to be canceled. And by that, I mean, when is the pressure going to come for Salem Radio? Cancel your Salem Radio subscriptions. There needs to be a public pressure campaign. You can't go around saying we're neutralizing people and keep your book deal, keep your radio show. It's time for cancel culture to go in the other direction and for people to say, you know what? We're done with this shit. We're not putting up with that. You want to have a difference of opinion? That's fine. Honest to God, if you want to go out there and say, I support Israel, that's your God-given right, just like it's mine to say we shouldn't support Israel. But these people have pushed it to the limit with the lies, the bullying, the intimidation, the threats of violence. It's not acceptable. Nobody needs that in this country. Americans are not going to be bullied by...
Like, we'll play the rest of it, but it's interesting what he said, because there's a clear double standard here. A clear double standard. And we've talked about this on the show as well. I mean, so what if you're pro-Israel? So what if you're not? You know, you don't have to support Israel. You don't have to support, you know, the Ukraine or... I
was saying it to you earlier. I was like, if somebody said they weren't pro-Greece, because I'm Greek, I wouldn't, you know, say that person, you know, like
they need to be
terrorize them and neutralize them and all this. Like, they might not have any skin in the game. Like, you know, I'm not gonna hate somebody because they say that they're not pro-Greece. Like, and that's why,
like,
you know, it in the States, like, it should be America first. Like, normal.
For sure.
You know,
it's like the UK. I mean, everybody is slagging off the UK at the minute. Do I go around crying, you know, saying that, you know, that everyone wants to kill people from the UK? No.
Or that everybody needs to support the UK because this, why that.
Because guess what? Like, I'm a grown up, and I know that everyone has their own minds, everyone has their own opinions, everyone has their own thoughts. So what Nick Fuentes is saying there is right. So what if you're pro-Israel? So what if you're not? So what? You're allowed to have these opinions. You're allowed to support who you want to support. And I just think it's very telling, because it kind of ties into this Charlie Kirk stuff as well, because Josh Hammer was trying to twist Charlie Kirk's words around when he, you know, when Charlie Kirk said in the group chat, which got leaked, that he wanted to leave the pro-Israel cause. And Josh Hammer went on that weird YouTube clip he posted out, saying how he was blowing off steam. That's all it was. He was trying to downplay it and misrepresent Charlie Kirk's words and call us all liars and crazy for calling it out. And it's like, no, we're not going to fall for it now. You know, we're past this. Stop lying. Stop gaslighting. Stop bullshitting. Because the receipts are all there. All of the receipts are there, right? So there's no point of Josh Hammer trying to twist things around. No one's buying it. And most people think he's an arsehole for what he's done, for what he said about Tucker Carlson and Nick Fuentes. Like, most people think Josh Hammer's an arsehole. That's the consensus I've seen online. Like, no one's really supporting what he said. No one. Because how can you? Right? How can you support someone who's calling for someone to be neutralized, aka killed, in my opinion, because of their views?
I've never heard anybody not use the word neutralized where it doesn't mean to kill.
The only time I've ever heard those words is in, like, the Bourne supremacy movies, or Call of Duty, or anything to do with the CIA,
or any, like, military kind of thing. Which Call of Duty,
we need to neutralize him. We need to neutralize.
Threats neutralized. AKA killed.
AKA killed.
So I don't know where Josh thinks that
it's
not that use of definition, and because it is.
It's a very specific word as well. It's like it's a clever choice of words. That's what I'm trying to say. It's done on purpose, because he knows what he's doing.
Well, because he can now say, no, that's not what I meant, because there's more than one definition of this word. You're stupid for thinking otherwise. But obviously, 99% of people know that neutralize means killed. Like, he knows it. Like you said, he knows exactly what he's doing.
But he was so disingenuous with his response as well, because he cropped out the bit where it says what the definition is. He literally cropped it out. So and in the same post, he called us all liars, but at the same time, he's cropping the actual definition of the word out of his post. and at the same time calling us liars. I mean, who's the liar here?
I know.
You know,
everybody can either Google the word or look it up in a dictionary and see what the definition is for themselves. So where he thinks he's being so clever and smart, like that's pretty stupid, to be honest, because pretty much everybody has a smartphone, even people age 55 plus. Like everybody has a smartphone. So it is pretty wild that he thinks that no one has the ability to look up this definition for themselves. And especially how many people in the military also know obviously what the definition is and can easily attest that that word is used as a synonym for kill. It's just wild. Like he really does think that everybody is stupid. And that he's, I don't know, some clever genius, but he's not.
The lies just piss me off because they're so obvious.
Mm-hmm.
They're crystal clear, the lies, but yet we're supposed, Josh Hammer, and all of these other people who are, the TPUSA and Friends, as I've called them a few times on this show, the TPUSA and Friends gang. That's all they do is lie, twist things, misrepresent things. That's all they've done for the past month.
Yeah.
And probably longer. Probably longer than before Charlie Kirk was killed. I mean, I didn't really know much about TPUSA until Charlie Kirk was killed. I didn't know anything about them, to be honest.
Yeah, because Charlie Kirk was TPUSA.
Yeah.
Like, of course, I knew, like, what they kind of did a little bit, but I followed Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, but we didn't follow TPUSA.
No, that's what I mean. I knew what they were, obviously, in his, like, he co-founded the business, but he was TPUSA, so it didn't even really matter that much if you knew who Charlie was.
Yeah, and that's what they're banking on, playing all of his stuff on, still using his socials, still putting clips out on his YouTube channel. Because like we said, I mean, without Charlie Kirk's name attached to TPUSA, who are they?
Yeah.
Like their whole identity is Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
So without, and so this is why they're doing it. This is why every 5 minutes they're saying for Charlie. This is why they're still using his socials. This is why they're using AI clips of Charlie Kirk as well in churches now to continue his voice and his, because they're nothing without Charlie Kirk's name. It's crystal clear.
Yeah.
It's crystal clear.
And even like the posts that they've been doing, especially because they just did that event in Mississippi where, they're like saying, TPUSA is going to be bigger than Charlie could have ever dreamed of. But it's like, yeah, now that he's dead, like, so I guess that makes TPUSA more popular now that he's not here. I don't know. It's just all very strange and doesn't sit right.
More popular and making more money than they ever have.
Yeah, that too.
Since Charlie Kirk's died. And
they're still taking money from the donors that Charlie didn't want to associate with anymore because they were in that text thread, how it made him want to leave, that's when he said he wants to leave the pro-Israel cause, to abandon it, because he was getting a lot of pushback.
He was getting blackmailed.
And they didn't want Tucker Carlson on. They didn't want him to bring back Candace, and he was going to anyway. I wouldn't be surprised if TPUSA doesn't have Tucker back on after what he just did, that was it a tour or just an event?
It was just an event.
It was an event. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're like, all right, we brought him on for this, but we're not going to have him on again. I wouldn't be surprised.
I'd be shocked if he went back onto a TPUSA event at this point. I'd be shocked.
But yeah,
I really would. But anyway, let's finish this clip off, I guess.
Yeah.
These whiny, high-pitched voice fucking nebbishes, we're not going to be bullied by them. You think I'm intimidated by that? Mark Levin, you think I'm intimidated by you? I'm Italian. We're not intimidated by you. I'm American. We're not intimidated by that. He gets on his show. He gets on the microphone. Big tough guy behind the microphone. You're an old man. We are done being bullied. We don't give a fuck anymore. That's what we all have. Whatever the differences, whatever different backgrounds we come from, whether it's Tucker Carlson, Kanye West, Donald Trump, Charlie Kirk, Candace Owens, Alex Jones, Nick Fuentes, we're just done being bullied. You will not bully us anymore. We are, do we look afraid? Do we look intimidated? We will not be bullied anymore by these people. It's enough, and nobody has the balls to just say it that way. It is enough out of you. We are all sick of it. And I've seen nothing but that on my timeline for the past 48 hours. All of them. So bold. So audacious. That's the only language they speak. Clavin, Hammer, Levin, Joe Lonsdale, Sean McGuire, Loomer, Shapiro. I mean, every single one of them. Josh Hammer. That's the only language they know, is to get on their show, beat their chest. He's a Nazi. He's a Jew hater. I can't believe this is happening. Well, believe it. You don't run this anymore. You are not in control anymore. It's over. It's been over. It's just a matter of time for things to see themselves through. So you can bitch and moan. Your reign is over, and you know that. So anyway.
Yeah, I mean, what's your thoughts?
I'm actually glad that he included Candace Owens in that.
Yeah.
It's just like a side thing.
Yeah,
but
because they had a bit of beef, but I think they might have made up, maybe.
Well, even if not, obviously he respects that she isn't backing down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if they like didn't have like any conversation or anything. But he obviously can see that she's still carrying on doing what she's doing. Doesn't matter how much hate she's getting, she's still just carrying on for the truth. So, I'm glad he included her. But yeah, I mean, I think he's right anyway. Like, I don't think that people should be bullied and intimidated, canceled, for speaking the truth and their thoughts and opinions, which you don't have to agree with. I think that's like the key thing anyway. You're not always going to agree with what people say. We get hate for doing our show, and we're a tiny show, as you guys can see. But we get hate.
Did we lose any sleep over it? No.
No. Might lose a few followers, but you know what? We'll gain the ones who actually want to support us back. So it's fine. Like, to me, it's not a big deal, because when you're speaking the truth, you have nothing to hide, and people will appreciate it, even if they don't agree with everything that you say, which again is fine. We're allowed to have different opinions. It's how we carry ourselves and how we have these conversations with people who we don't agree with that counts. You can't live your life based on keyboard warriors either. Like, those are people who would never say some of the things that they say to you to your face. They would never dream of saying things like that. So yeah, I just think that people need to learn to accept different opinions and not have to cancel or dox or call for them being neutralized, or just ostracized from society. Like, all these things, like block them on the platforms, take it down. Elon Musk, why are you allowing this person to be platformed? Like, do you hear yourself? Somebody could say the same thing about you and your thoughts and opinions. It's the same thing. It doesn't matter what you're saying or what they're saying. It could go both ways. And, why do you want to live in a society like that?
But that's where we are. We're in this cancel culture phase now. And it used to be the woke left. Now it's creeped into the right, unfortunately.
Yeah. That's why I think, you should always kind of pay attention to both sides. And you should, I don't know, don't pledge allegiance to just one single person. Mm-hmm. The government's not always going to have your best interests at heart, no matter who's the leader. You need to have some common sense and I don't know, keep yourself grounded, touch grass sometimes as well, not spend all the time on social media.
For sure. But this is the dumb thing, what these people forget as well, because, you know, we've said this a few times, but when someone tells me not to watch something or don't listen to this person or don't go on their page, don't read what they say, makes me want to read what they say a million times more.
Yeah.
Makes me want to watch them a million times more, because I'm like, okay, you're telling me not to watch this person. I want to find out why.
Yeah.
You know, I want to find out why you're telling me this. So
I know, if anything, you just kind of endorse their show or platform just to see what they had to say.
Yeah, and that's the point it's going to make, that Josh Hammer is kind of made Tucker Carlson and Nick Fuentes even more popular than before.
Mm-hmm.
So it's backfired, Josh. If you're watching the show, mate, I don't think you are. But it's backfired, mate. Your little plan, it's fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't work. And it won't work because, like Nick Fuentes was saying, I think we're just done with the lies. We're done with the gaslighting. Not just in regards to this topic, but all of it.
Mm-hmm.
We're done with the lies. We're done with being treated like children and not being told the full truth about things.
Or being told what to do.
Yeah,
so to neutralize them, to eliminate them from your life, to block them. Like, you know, let people decide for themselves.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. But anyway, let's move on.
Yeah.
So we'll bring this up. This was pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't relate. Well, it kind of relates to what we're saying, I guess. So Candace Owens quote tweeted this, but I'll read the original tweet here. Mm-hmm. So here's the video of Texas DPS and Bell County Sheriff's Office showing up at my door, all because I make anti-Israel posts. Is it free speech when Israel can just send your local cops to your door when you make posts they don't like? This reminds me of the UK.
Yeah, for arresting people for social media posts.
Same stuff.
This is crazy, guys. This is in Texas, United States of America, not Texas, UK. Okay, this is really nuts. I haven't seen this.
I haven't actually seen it yet.
I'm looking forward to watching this because you wouldn't expect this to happen in the States.
Yeah, let's play it.
Is that doorbell camera right there? Yeah.
Yeah. You're being watched.
The dog, the Rottweiler. Oh, there's a dog in there? Yeah, Rottweiler. Hey!
Skip it along a minute.
Yeah. Maybe that was a dog.
Keep going.
You're not going to get water? No, that's why we're here.
Okay.
Are you sure? I'm saying, are you we can get that. I get that. So we got to make sure that you're not going to get water? No, that's why we're here. Yeah. Sounds like you're listening.
What?
So what?
Here we go.
Yeah, they probably should just
Try that again.
Top it up.
We're here because of the comments you made online about the Jewish community. Are you
So what?
No, I'm saying, are you?
I have a freedom of speech, dude.
Yeah, no, we get that.
I get that.
We got to make sure that you're not.
Do you have a warrant?
No, that's why we're
Yeah,
here.
you see that sign?
Yeah.
So it says no soliciting. What you're doing is basically soliciting. You understand that, right? Yeah. It means you're not welcomed here.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Okay.
what the fuck?
Stay off the lawn, please.
Oh, this guy shut it down. Whoever this guy filming is, honestly.
I love this guy.
This is what they're doing, guys. You make comments about the Jews online, they'll fucking show up at your door. This is what they do. This is freedom of speech. This is how much control Israel has over our country. Look at this response. For exercising my freedom of speech online. Wow. What a fucking joke. What a fucking joke.
Can't wait to do some auditing of you boys. Bye-bye.
Like, why'd they need 3 of them as well?
Look at that. Sign says no soliciting. What do they think they're fucking doing? They got no warrant. Sign that says no soliciting does not give you a right to my curtilage. Bye-bye. Freedom of speech.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And again,
we just wanted to talk to you. We'll just play that part a little bit again. Because that was a rocky start, to be honest.
We're here because of the comments you made online about the Jewish community.
So we're here to talk to you because you made some comments online about the Jewish community.
Are you
So what?
No, I'm saying, are you?
I have a freedom of speech, dude.
Yeah, no, we get that.
I get that.
We just thought we gotta make sure that you're not.
Do you have a warrant?
No.
We just want to make sure that you're not going to harm anybody.
This is literally
This is like pre-crime.
This is pre-crime, like the UK. It's pre-crime. Yeah.
Yeah, you say some things about the Jewish community. We just want to make sure you're not going to harm anybody. I mean, look, even if this guy was going to, do you think he'd be like, oh, actually, I was kind of planning on it.
Change your mind now.
But because you guys came here, you know, maybe I won't. But, you know, again, I'm not saying Adam, the angler, is going to do that. It's just that, like, what are they trying to accomplish here? This is just intimidation.
But like, again, like we said earlier in the show, so fucking what if he doesn't like Israel? So what if he does?
Yeah, he's in America.
So what if he likes Ukraine? So what if he doesn't? So what if he likes, you know, the UK? So what if he doesn't? Like, who gives a fuck? He's literally in the fucking United States.
Yeah.
He's literally an American citizen. Why does he have to care about another fucking country?
Yeah.
Right?
And he didn't do anything illegal. They didn't have a warrant, obviously. So what was the point of knocking on his door? And these 3 police officers didn't have anything better to do but to start knocking on people's houses because of their posts about the Jews. Like, honestly, I hope people keep recording these kinds of videos if this is going to keep happening, because
I'm just surprised it is.
This is not exercising their rights either.
I'm just surprised it is, because, you know, the UK's been getting slagged off for a while now for this exact same thing. And I did not know that this was going on in America as well.
Yeah.
Until today, until I saw this clip.
Need to tag Joe Rogan in this.
Yeah.
Actually, because
he's in Texas.
He's in Texas, and
so is Chris, right?
And Chris Williamson, yeah. But you know, Joe Rogan just talks about, like, has talked about recently, like, what's going on in the UK and like social media posts, 12,000 arrests, all this. It's like it's creeping in Texas now. Not good. I mean, we don't condone it at all either. Like, what's he really been saying that's so terrible?
I bet it's not even anything that bad.
It's probably nothing bad.
Or it's stuff
or just criticizing Israel, but at the same time, why can't you? You're in America. Like, you also have the right to criticize what's going on and why they're, you know, funding Israel when, again, Americans are struggling.
But it's just this weird thing what's going on now, where it's like, you have to care about Israel. You have to care about this. You have to care about that. And we were talking about this morning, and it's like someone this is the same thing, right? If someone came up to you in the street and demanded that you care about Zimbabwe.
Oh, hold on.
You know?
This is interesting.
Care about Zimbabwe, or you're a bad person. It's the same shit.
Hold on. This is actually interesting. Somebody took a screenshot of what he had posted. Okay, so I think this is the guy. Don't forget, MAGA has the guns, Jews. We must eliminate the Jews. It's the only solution at this point. We must protect and save Christianity.
I mean,
well, yeah. Okay, that's actually pretty bad.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty bad.
Actually, yeah, it's
that you're not going to hurt anybody. No wonder.
Yeah.
All right, we maybe should have saw what post he was speaking about. The consequences are that the Jews will finally be eliminated and there will be peace in the Middle East. Yeah, but no one wants everybody to die.
But,
like, what do you mean?
But I don't agree with it, but he's allowed to say it, right?
Yeah.
It's freedom of speech still.
Except for Jews and Muslims. We hate the Jews and Muslims and must eliminate them, Jesus.
I mean,
at some point, Christians are going to have to wake up and realize one day that we will have to kill them all. Yeah, I don't agree with that. But I mean, like you said, he's allowed to say it. But I mean, to just say that you want to eliminate everybody, that's not great.
No.
That's not great, to be honest.
No. But my point
so
still stands.
My point still stands.
My
too,
point still stands as well.
But I can actually understand a little bit more now why the police wanted to make sure he wasn't going to hurt anybody, because he did make comments where like they need to be all killed. That's not great. Didn't say that he was going to do it though, to make that point clear as well. But that's not, I don't know. Those aren't very good things to be posting either.
No, I mean, I would never say anything like that.
No, I don't want a whole race to die.
No,
and be eliminated.
No, but that's the key point. I mean, I thought he was talking about Israel and the government or something, but he's clearly not. He's clearly not.
He's just saying, let's kill all the Jews and all the Muslims.
Which is the problem with this whole thing, because people are conflating Jewish people and the government of Israel as the same thing. And this is where this whole toxicity comes from. Like, you're allowed to criticize a government. That's what most are doing. They're criticizing the government of Israel.
Yeah.
Which, guess what? A lot of people in Israel are doing exactly the same thing.
Yeah. Before the week leading up to October 7th, they were hosting like protests and rallies to get Netanyahu out and wanted change. And then October 7th happened. So, not all Jewish people agree with what's going on in Israel either. So I don't think that everybody should just be piled into one group.
No, but that's what they're doing. That's, this is what Tucker Carlson has said loads of times. When you actually watch Tucker Carlson's show from start to finish, when he's doing like a 2-hour or 3-hour kind of interview with someone, he explains his position on Israel every time, and he makes it crystal clear that it's not about the people of Israel, it's about the government of Israel.
And how much America is funding Israel when, like in America, inflations are high, unemployment rates are high, people are struggling, people can't find good jobs, people can't afford groceries or basic things like gas and rent and whatever. Same things that are happening here in Canada. So he makes fair points, just like we would want our government in Canada to be supportive of Canadians and help us get out of like the situations that we're in instead of funding other countries.
It's pretty common
and
sense
other
stuff.
wars.
It's common sense stuff. I mean, why don't you look after your own, people and country first? I mean,
exactly.
It's pretty basic stuff to me. When it's not a controversial thing to say. It's just like, that's how it should be.
Yeah.
We're all paying taxes. We expect the money to be,
put into the country. Making the country better, schools better, education, hospitals.
Yeah. But instead there's billions of dollars, billions of pounds being sent to all of these foreign fucking nations, these foreign wars, which we have nothing to do with, literally nothing to do with.
Yeah.
And people are rightly pissed off about it. I mean, it's complete, it's not a controversial thing to be pissed off about. It's pretty weird if you aren't pissed off about that, to be honest, because why would you be pleased about your government, who you pay taxes to, sending your money abroad to support foreign wars, killing innocent people? Why would anybody want that? Right? Doesn't make any sense to me why people are not against that.
Yeah. No,
it's crazy.
I agree.
But anyway,
but I don't condone what this guy actually said.
No.
Reading his posts, I don't agree with what he said.
Agree.
But
I agree with you, not with him.
yeah. Yeah. I didn't see what he posted. I didn't even see the
that's
video.
why it's good how we react to everything live, because we didn't know the posts, but we saw them live, so it's good.
Yeah, I assumed it was like about like Israel government, what
Yeah.
Netanyahu's been saying about social media and influence, all that crap. But this was kind of different. So good to read the comments sometimes, guys, as well, because other people do post context sometimes, just like the Josh Hammer post. That's another excellent example. Oh, I'm not sharing anymore. Another excellent example. He just posts this. People are like, oh yeah, what? No, read the comment. Okay. It also means this. So context matters.
Absolutely.
Another tip for the day.
For sure. But yeah, thanks so much, guys, for joining us. Yeah, we'll be back on Monday. So looking forward to the show on Monday. Not sure what's going to happen yet over the weekend. Yeah. It's usually quite quiet on the weekends for news.
It usually is.
Yeah.
But like we always say, like if something is like huge story breaking, we'll go live. But if not, we do our show Monday to Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, on Wednesdays at 8:30. So make sure everybody, follows us, turn on notifications so you know when we go live on X and on YouTube. If you liked the show, just give us a like, share it out. It does really mean a lot to us and helps support the show, keeps us growing. But yeah, and leave a comment of your thoughts and opinions. We always like to read them, even if you don't agree with what we're saying. It's always good to have a conversation. So we appreciate everybody for watching, and we'll see you Monday.
See you Monday, guys.
Take it easy.
Take it easy.
Oh, and happy Halloween.
Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah,
Halloween.
Tomorrow,
Halloween.
Friday on as well. So happy Halloween, and have fun trick-or-treating with your kids if you have any.
Yeah.
Take care.
Take care.